welcome to my channel. Zonia Tashe. This is gonna be a pregnancy video. Talking about my experience with pregnancy, how I've been during my pregnancy, and basically what I've learned from my pregnancy. So I haven't been here in a while. I haven't been here since I was like 17. I'm 20 now. So I really want this to be very straightforward. So I have my list of things that I want to talk about. It's a couple of things, and this is gonna be 20 and pregnant. If you guys want a part 2 to this, there will be updates, but if you want a part 2 explaining more about certain things, I will definitely give you guys part 2. But this is basically it is basically gonna be just the facts, like just the straight facts about what I've experienced, and just going through this, because at the end of the day, I know there's a lot of young moms out there, young parents who, who are young and don't know what they're doing, and I'm definitely one of them. I definitely have been very confused, and I feel like this could be a learning experience, not only for people that are young and that are pregnant, for even people that are parents and who are dealing with a pregnant child, because there's a lot of things your child is maybe feeling or going through that they're not telling you about. So this is the video, like, period. This is the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's gonna be very informative. It might even be long. If you guys don't enjoy long videos, you can always ignore it. But yeah, I will leave like points. I'll leave points in a description box of like different parts. So the first part we're gonna be talking about is leading up to my pregnancy. So this is before I got pregnant. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is my relationships. The relationships I have with my parents, my boyfriend, and etc. So let's start with my boyfriend, because I feel like this is going to be the question that most young moms, like, not most young moms, but yeah, most young moms get is your boyfriend around. Yes, a boyfriend is in the picture. Yes, he's around. He's in the military right now, doing what he has to do. That's just it. Our relationship before this, we are very close. We've always been very close. Literally since first got together, we were very close. Even when we had a break, for like 2 months, I believe. He still texts me almost every day. I still, answered his texts. Like, so it wasn't like we always just been close. Like, he's literally been somebody I can talk to, somebody that I'm very open with. So, I feel like crying right now because I really miss him. But, like, he just been somebody who's really been there for me. And before this, our goal wasn't to have kids until I was 25 and he was like 28, 27. So our goal wasn't to have kids no time soon. We've been in a relationship since I was 18 years old. Literally, we started dating a month after I turned 18. So, yeah, we've been together for a very long time. Almost 3 years, like a couple of months, it'll be 3 years. So, yeah, we've been together. We're very close. We've always been very close. We definitely had our ups and downs in the relationship, but that's, normal relationships. And that's just how it is. Relationship that I had with my parents before this. Me and my parents, I'm not going to say we're close. That'd be a lie. Me and my mom were close. My mom are very close. My mom have gotten close due to situations that have happened, and we just got very close, and we got comfortable. I got comfortable talking to her and telling her certain things, because at the end of the day, it got to a point where it was like, all right, I'm tired of, hiding certain things. I'm tired of hiding my emotions. I'm tired of hiding the way I feel. I know she's tired of me hiding certain things, tired of me hiding my emotions, tired of, having to deal with the consequences of me hiding things. So it was just time. I feel like it was just time when I turned 18 to open up to her and have a conversation with her. There was a lot of things that happened before I turned 18. I'm not going to really get into that. I feel like that's really personal and it has nothing to do with the situation. So, yeah, just a lot of things that were my fault. And at the end of the day, you know, we got close due to, you know, us having a real conversation. Us, you know, at the day being adults. And it sounds crazy saying that, you know, only 20. Us having the conversation and us, you know, getting through it. That's just how you have, when you're young, that's how you have to get through things, just talking. Me and my dad's relationship, before this, we were working on our relationship. Like I said, there's a lot of things that happened, and we were in the process of working on our relationship and getting our relationship back to normal. My life goal before this situation, like I said, this is everything leading before I got pregnant. So before the situation, I've been very focused on, I don't know how to say it. I've been very ambitious. Like, I've been focused on doing what I want to do. Like, doing things that, you know, dipping and dabbing into certain things. Because I've tried so many things. I've tried so many things, or even if I didn't necessarily try it, I looked into so many things. Oh, by the way, I don't think I even told you how pregnant I was, but I'm gonna tell you in a minute. I got, yeah, I've been focused on dipping and dabbing to multiple things. Like what most teenagers do, I was in poetry club. I was in college now, so I already had started getting my college credits. You know, I was, you know, just very trying, like just trying, curious. I'm very curious. I tried a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? I like new stuff. I like looking at stuff and be like, that's cool. Like, I want to try that. Like, I'm very much that person. Like, and I know a lot of people, they may think that's bad, but for me, I don't do it in a dangerous way. Like, I don't do things that are harmful, if that makes sense. Like, I don't try things that's like Ouija board and stuff. I don't try stuff like that. Like, you know, I try things that I feel like can be beneficial to me, and if it's not, then I move on. That's how my motto is. Yeah, I was I've always been very curious. I always try multiple things. That's just been my personality. Like my mom would tell you, I've did not everything, but I tried a lot of stuff. So, yeah, I think my life goal was just to find something I really was interested in. And for me, like, that honestly became business. I love business. I love business. I'm leaning back because I'm tired. But, yeah, I love business. I love the idea of just being your own boss, and not even necessarily on some I'm gonna do what I want. It's more so independent. Like, every choice that I make is on me. Everything that I do is on me. Like, this is me. Like, everything about this is me, and I could be proud of it because it's me. It's not the same when you work retail and you're literally working for somebody's company, and once you get fired, you get nothing. You don't get anything. You get nothing out of that besides a couple of checks. So that's the reason why I've been always so drawn to business. So yeah. Now I'm gonna talk about my reaction to finding out that I was pregnant, and you know how I found out I was pregnant. So first things first, I didn't find out I was pregnant till I was about, they told me I was 10 weeks. So I didn't find out I was pregnant till I was about 10 weeks. No, 9 weeks. I was about 9 weeks when I found out I was pregnant. So most people find out literally like when they're 4 weeks or 3 weeks, and I found out so much later. So yeah, I didn't find out, and that was honestly just because of the fact that I was on birth control, and I thought like me not having my period was normal. Because when I first got on the Depo, the type of birth control I was on. So once I first got on the Depo shot, my period went away. And for the whole 3 months, the first time I was on the Depo shot, my period was gone. So when I went on it again, I thought it was normal that I didn't have a period. With that being said, I didn't find out till so much later. And honestly, what made me think to take the pregnancy test was the fact that my nausea was just so bad. And I didn't even find out after I took the pregnancy test, because the pregnancy test came back negative both times. So I don't know if I did it wrong. I don't know if, there was something, just not right. But they both came out negative. And I was like, you know what, like next month I go back to take my double shot anyway, so they'll just do the pregnancy test and tell me if I'm pregnant. And that's exactly what happened. Next month I went to the depot, get my depot shot, and the pregnancy test back, and it came back positive. And I knew that it came back positive this time because my boyfriend always goes with me. Goes with me to my appointments, and like I said, he's very supportive, he's very loving. So he's always there with me through stuff. I don't know why I always bring him everywhere with me, but I do. I did. Yeah, they told me, all right, let's go in the room. And I'm like, okay. They're like, oh, you can't bring him. And that's when my heart stopped. Like, oh my God, I already know what this means. Like, my heart literally went in my stomach. Like, literally, heart, stomach. Like, I was just so, oh my God. And they told me, like, oh my God, you're pregnant. And I was like, wow. That's literally my reaction the first time. I was like, wow. And then as I was sitting there, I just started crying. I just cried. I'm just like, wow. Like, this is crazy. And then they was like, you want to keep it? You want to get rid of it? And honestly, when they asked me that question, it was so weird because in my head, and I know I'm looking up right now because I'm really thinking back on this day and it's making me sad all over again, but in my head, it really was like, bro, what am I going to do? Like, that was literally my thought process the whole time. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I sat down and I was like, I'm going to get rid of it. So I told her, I'm going to get rid of it. And she was like, oh, you're going to get rid of it? All right, okay. Like, all right, so we're going to have her take this pill. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to take a pill. I was like, no, I don't want to take a pill. I don't want to take that. And then she's like, but you want us to get rid of it? And I'm like, I know. And she's like, then take the pill. And I'm like, I don't want to take that. Oh my gosh. I remember this. Like, I don't want to take that. So then after that, she's like, come back in 2 weeks. So I was like, all right. So I left and I told my boyfriend, and weirdly enough, my boyfriend, he's the type of person, like, he always thinks, everything, I'll leave this too, like, he thinks everything happens for a reason, and for him, this is like, yes, like, this is motivation, like, and for him, it was like, all right, you do what you want to do, but if you keep it, this is motivation. Like, that was his whole mindset. Like, I'm about to do, this is motivation for us. We're going to get through this. We're going to go past this. We're going to grow. And I'm over here, like, still in my wow moment. And he's over here going off. Like, we're going to grow. Like, I'm just going to do what I have to do. I'm going to be what I have to be. I'm going to act the way I'm supposed to act. Like, and for me, it's just like, he was going to do that regardless. Like, he was going to do that regardless. So, I don't know. And I just remember, like, just thinking, like, wow. Like, really, like, I'm really pregnant. Like, and mind you, it didn't even hit me all the way yet. Like, I was just like, I'm really pregnant. Like, that's literally my reaction was like, got you. Got it. I understand. Pregnant. like, and then for him, it was just like, you know, because he already knew I struggled with mental health. Like, my whole family knows that. He knew that. Like, you know, it's like, it's just because it's simple fact of I just been through a lot. Like, and it's not even like my family. It's more so with just outside and dealing with people and dealing with my emotions. I always had a hard time dealing with my emotions. I always had a hard time dealing with people. I always had a hard time just in general. And every time I thought I was fine, I was not fine. All right? Something always happened to make me not fine. And I always felt like I was always on this roller coaster of up and down. And he already knew that. So for him, it's like, you know, do what you feel like you need to do. You know, at the end of the day, for him, it was against his religion for me to have an abortion. But at the same time, it's like, it's not my choice. And that's honestly what he said. And it's not my choice. And either way, I'm going to accept it. And that's just how he felt. Like, you know, this is you. This is your choice. This is your decision. And I respect you through this whole decision and this whole process. So, you know, I went back to the abortion clinic. Well, they actually sent me to the abortion clinic. And 2 weeks went by. And I went. And I'm just thinking back on the state. Like, bro. I remember just crying. Like, the whole way there. In there. Once I made the choice to keep it, I made the choice to keep it. Like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you keeping this? Like, that was literally my mindset. Like, why are you keeping it? You have no reason to want to keep it. Why are you keeping it? Like, and my intuition was just like, Lauren, you have to keep this baby. Like, you're not, because, like, even now, like, everything that I've been through, going through this, I feel like it would not have compared to mentally me thinking to myself, I just killed a baby. Like, I feel, and you know, most people are like, oh, it's not a baby yet. I completely understand that, but I don't know why, but when you are pregnant, in your head, the first thing you think of, this is my baby. And I don't know why, and I'm so aggressive towards that. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. Like, it just clicks in your head like that. And there's some others that don't feel that way, and that's fine also. I'm just talking about my personal experience and other people's personal experience. That's the reason why they didn't want it. They didn't get rid of their children. But that was just my experience. Like, really, I want to keep this baby. Like, that was just my mindset. Like, honestly. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't even know. Like, 'cause this is really not me. Like if y'all really knew me, if y'all know me, like, y'all know, I'm not gonna say I'm the last person you think would be a mother, but I would say I'm someone that's so independent. Like, not independent, but my mindset is so focused on me and surrounded by me and my energy and what I want, that this is not something that you would think that would happen for me. And I think that's why a lot of my friends and stuff were so surprised. It's like, Ronya, you have so many things you want to do. Like, you have so much that you want to do. And you're about to have a baby. Like, and I was like, yes. That's literally my response. Like, yes, that is true. I agree. I don't know why I chose this, but I agree. Lip gloss looks cute, but it don't look cute. I don't know what's going on. Like, oh my God, it just is like, you have so much you want to do, and this is what you're doing right now. That's literally how my mom was. And I think that's why, like, right when I found out, my brain literally went to depression mode. Like, it really went down. Like, my mental health. And I feel like I said, like, I feel like this will go away. But I felt like if I would have had an abortion, it never would have went away. So that's just how I feel about myself, because I know myself very well. I do know myself. Like, I'm still finding out myself, but I know myself. I don't know if that sounds correct, but, like, that's definitely how I feel like. I'm adjusting myself, but yeah, like, you know, so I just literally was like, damn, like, I'm pregnant. My parents, I told my mom the second time, the third time I went to the clinic, the actual clinic that I was going to in DeKalb, and because I was basically telling them, like, listen, like, I can't do it. I'm not gonna force myself to do it, and I'm not. I feel that it's wrong, and that's the problem. Like, when you feel like something's wrong and you're stuck on it's wrong, that's when the problem came. So I'm underneath my mom's, like, Medicaid or whatever. So I had to call my mom basically because something wasn't right, and I ended up telling her, like, listen, I'm pregnant, like. And her reaction was, wow. Just like me. And I feel like she was very disappointed. Very disappointed. She just was very unhappy. You know, at the end of the day, I think my mom, like I said, she already knows me. And, like, she knows, like I said, she knows I'll get through this. She knows, like, I can do this. But at the same time, she knows that I like to do a lot of things at once. I'm very, like I said, I'm a dabbler. That's my personality. Like, I just dabble into everything. Like, so she knows that now you're gonna have to settle with something. Now you're gonna have to, you know, really focus on one goal. Now you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, now you have to be an adult. Like, your mindset can't just be, let me waste money on this and try this. Or let me waste money on that and try this. Or let me just do this. Like, it can't be that. So, you know, she really was sad. I think she was just disappointed because in her head she just picturing a life that she thinks is going, well, the way it's going to end up. I can't tell you personally what she was thinking, but that's how I feel she was thinking. So, you know, and she was like, want me to tell your dad? And I was like, I'll tell myself, because I didn't want them to be conflict in my household, even though I already knew that was gonna happen, but I didn't want there to be conflict to the point where it's like nobody was talking. So I was like, you know, I'll just tell him. The day he's mad at me, he's mad at me. Like, I just wasn't expecting the reaction that he was gonna have, but yeah, if he's mad at me, he's mad at me. Like I said, we was building our relationship, so this really was something that really brought that building to a stop. Like, us building our relationship, because we was talking before this even happened. We was talking again. We was having conversations. You know, I already had told him, listen, like, I want to build a relationship with you. I want to, you know, have a bond again. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was my mindset. You know, that you're my father. I don't never want to hate my father. I don't never want to feel resentment or feel anger towards my father. And I knew, like I said, I know me. So I know once it hit a certain age of me going through this or going through a non-talking stage, it's going to be, I just don't like you. And I didn't want to feel that. Like, that's literally my mindset. Like, I don't want to feel like I don't like my parent. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's just me. Like, and he's like that too. We're all three of us. Me, mom, my dad are Pisces. So, you know, we're definitely very emotional. We're very emotional. We don't have hate in our heart, but once things gets to that point of, you know, I can't trust you, I can't talk to you, I can't have a conversation with you, it stops. Like, us wanting to talk to you, us trying to talk to you stops. And that's what it kind of got to. His reaction was very negative. I'm completely honest, it was very negative. And I'm not going to speak much on his reaction. I'm just going to tell you it was very negative. Like I said, he had the right to be upset. Like I said, we was building our relationship, and then this popped up. You know, so he had the right to be upset, but at the same time, it was like, all right. Like, right. Oh, Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, me and him, we're not on speaking terms right now. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I don't want to make this a video about just negativity, but that's just the honest truth. Like I said, if you go through this and you're young, um, you're definitely gonna strengthen your parents for a little bit, and that's just the truth. You know, he really wanted me to have an abortion, and I said no. I don't want it. I don't want to have one. Like he for him it was you're ruining your life. You're stopping your growth. You're stopping everything that you have going on, and I agree, but at the same time, I can get through this and I can continue my growth if I push myself and I don't stop. So for me, that was my mindset. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue my growth. I'm going to continue doing what I need to do. And that was just it. Like, you can be mad, and I'm not going to be mad at you for being mad, but I'm not going to entertain certain bad negative energy, and I think he got to a point with that too. Like, I'm not going to entertain negative energy because for him I'm negative energy, so we both just got to a point where it's like we're not talking. So you know, that's just that on that. You know, and then after that, me and my mom, you know, we kind of just, my mom's focus has just been, you're not going to be a deadbeat parent. And I agree. And that was her focus. And, you know, I had to change things about myself. And that includes my personality. That includes my work ethic. That includes, you know, just things I want to do. I had to change things about myself so I can push myself forward to be the best mom and be the best role model that I can be. And that was my mindset. You know, you can't expect your child to not repeat your mistakes if you haven't learned from them yourself, or you haven't improved them yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that was my mindset. That's why, you know, I enrolled in school. I enrolled in online college. Right after that, I, you know, kind of fixed up my personality traits and things, because you can't have negative traits. I'm sorry, like, I'm not saying that you can't have 1, 2 negative traits, but you can't be a toxic person and have a childhood. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, then your child's gonna collect those toxic traits. Yes. Mm-hmm. So yeah, then your child's gonna collect those toxic traits. I've met plenty of children that just like their parents, and their parents isn't all that. Like, your parents suck, all right? And it may sound harsh, but it's the truth. Like, it's a lot of children that act just like their parents, and their parents suck. You know, and it's not their fault. They're a product of their environment. So I don't want my child to be a product of their environment in a negative way. So yeah, that's just my that's just my personal opinion, and I'm gonna stick to my opinion. You can't be a toxic person and have a kid. What's the next thing I'm gonna talk about? So I'm gonna talk about now. Alright, so basically, like I said, the order I was going to was before I got pregnant, while, like, right when I found out, and then now. Now I'm about to be 9 weeks in 2 days. So I'm basically 19 weeks pregnant. I'm basically 19 weeks pregnant. And like I said, I'm feeling a little bit better. My boyfriend just left to go to the military like last week and a half. Why still calling me? Stop. But last week and a half ago, yeah, my boyfriend left. So I'm just, you know, I'm 19 weeks pregnant. Just focusing on things I have to do. Oh, must be calling me. Stop. Like, you messing it up. Stop. Okay, so yeah, that's just like, you know, I'm focusing on growing. That's my main focus right now. This past week I've been very gloomy, as my boyfriend just left, so I feel like I kind of lost my comfort, and I know that may sound bad since I got mother and everything, but it's the truth. Like, I don't care. Like, like Kaylin was my comfort. Like, it's just certain things I felt like we knew and I can have a conversation about and I could be open about, and he was there for me, and I'm not gonna take that back. I understand like he's kind of the new nigga around, but I'm not taking that back. Like like he's literally my comfort. Like I love Kaylin so much. Like, my favorite. Anyway, I feel like I'm going like every time I think about it, like I feel like crying. Like, it's not even funny. But like, when I smile a lot and I laugh a lot, that's the sign that I'm about to cry, and I do not want to cry, so I laugh. My relationship with my parents, like I said, me and my dad don't talk. I don't know when we're going to talk, or we're gonna have this conversation, or when there will be a conversation. But right now, we're not really talking, and that, like I said, that's fine. That's like I'm not saying it's fine. Like, I'm happy about it. Like he needs time and space to get through this. I need time and space to get through this, and at the end of the day, I feel like you have to heal as a person before you can even talk to anybody or even express the way you want to feel. And I feel like that's what we're doing right now. We're healing right now. Period. Like, we're all healing right now. My mom is healing. I'm healing. My father's healing. We're healing. Like, this is a lot. All right? Relationship with my boyfriend now. Like I said, he's in the military. I miss him. I miss him every day. Like, he literally is my best friend. Like, I really miss him. I really miss him. That's just it. Like, I miss him. Like, would I change a thing? Alright, if I go back, I would not change. Like, if I could go back to before I got pregnant, I would change it. But once I got pregnant and found out, I would not change my decision. My decision, if that makes sense. Like, 'cause I already know me. I know if I went back, I still would have kept the baby. I still would have continued doing what I'm doing. So nothing would have changed. But if I could go back and change before I got pregnant, change some things I was doing with birth control and things like that, because I wasn't really taught, like, given the birds and the bees. So, like, I feel like it's very uncomfortable for a lot of parents to talk about. That's nothing. Like I said, if you're a parent, please give your kid the birds and the bees, please. Like, really. Like, and when I say that, don't get pregnant, because how realistic is that? We're gonna be honest today. How realistic is to tell a 20-year-old that not to get pregnant? Not even not to get pregnant, not to have sex. How realistic is that? How realistic is telling a 20-year-old not to have sex? And I feel like it's not fair. If you was having sex when you were 20, why would you think I don't have hormones like you? I don't have, temptation around me like you. Probably even worse. I don't have certain things around me that will lead to something like that. So give the birds and the bees talk. And I feel like do it early. Don't wait until they're 17 years old. Like, tell them when they're 14 and not even thinking about it. Or when they're 13 and not even thinking about it. That way, the first thing they hear about sex, or the first thing that, maybe not the first, but maybe like the first real person in their life that tells about sex is their parents. And it could literally be a straight up conversation. Like, this is what you need to do, this is what you're not going to do, this is what you are going to do, this is what, like, it could be a straight up conversation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of it being just don't have sex when they hit 16 years old and further on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have the birds and the bees talk, please, to y'all kids. I feel like it makes sense to have the birds and the bees talk. In my opinion, you may disagree. That's on you. So you just have the birds and the bees talk. Like, I understand. It's not the funnest talk to have, but just have it. Like, it's a 40-minute talk. Just talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I also feel like they shouldn't just learn it in health class. Because health class is very scientific. And sometimes scientific isn't enough. Like, for me, I know that I feel like this video kind of, I tried to stay on subject, y'all, but, you know, things happen. But I feel like in health class, they're very scientific. Like, for me, I learned it in health. And, like I said, they're very scientific, so they just put a bunch of pictures on the board. And, you know, they tell you your chances of getting it, and they don't tell you, like, I'm trying to explain it. Oh, my gosh. Like, it's not from, it feels like it's not from a real person. Like, it's not from somebody that's literally been through it. So when I got this, it's not even about the STDs part, because I feel like the STDs part, they do a really good job, because they show the graphic pictures. But with the birth control part, like, they literally, like, oh, like, it's a 98% chance, and that 2% is nothing. Like, and then they don't know, and then when you hear that, it's like, oh, 98% chance, like, yeah, like, go with it. That's great. Like, so I feel like you should really have the sex talk with your kids. I feel like health class isn't enough. I feel like doctors at a clinic aren't enough, because that's what because I got it from sex class, and I got it from doctors at the clinic. So I feel like they're not enough. I feel like you really need to talk to your kids. Like, that's just the fact. They're your kids. Ask the like, y'all can't talk to your kids. They're yours. Like, you chose to have them the same way I'm choosing to have mine. Talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Also, it's my last and my conclusion about this. Oh, another thing. My last thing. All because someone gets pregnant. And this is the reason I'm saying this, because people really have this thing where they believe because someone, especially with black women, when a black woman gets pregnant young, they automatically was a thought pocket. So, I was not a thought pocket, okay? I was not a thought pocket. I was not out here thoughting it up. I was not at clubs. I was not at parties. I was not just jumping from guy to guy. Never been like that. My boyfriend, I've been with him almost 3 years. He took my virginity. I'm not even going to go into detail, but that's just the facts. Like, stop making it seem like women, especially young, like, women can't just make mistakes. And I'm not saying that they're not detrimental to themselves. Yes, it is. But stop making it seem like it wasn't a mistake. It was them being a thought pocket. And, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Like, don't. Because I feel like for a lot of girls, a lot of them get it because they, like I said, they don't have sex education. Like, they get pregnant because they don't have sex education. This is a girl that I watch. Her name is Unique. And I love her videos, by the way. I love her videos. And she was 15 when she got pregnant. And hers was basically, I think she was like 16, I think. Something like that. But she was 16, 15 when she got pregnant. And she basically was like, listen, I didn't get no sex education. My mom, she was chill. She was a chill mom. And, you know, at the end of the day, this person that he kind of told me said what I wanted to hear and got me in bed with him. And that's just the truth. Like, these, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not saying I agree with it, but at the end of the day, if you don't have the conversation with your kids, that's what ends up happening. I think for me, like, I did get don't have sex, and I did have strict parents, so that's the reason why I never happened early. But I do feel like, you know, there could have been a conversation before that to prevent it. So, that being said, I'm gonna end this video by showing you guys my belly. Before I show you my belly, I'm really small, okay? I tell you, I'm 19 weeks, but I'm such a skinny girl, like y'all see me. I'm a very skinny girl. So I did not get huge. I did not get big, all right? I'm very small still. Little belly. You see it? And so I'm 19 weeks. I'm very small. Like I went to my appointment yesterday and it's like, you're so small. I'm like, I know. So, like, comment, and subscribe. Wait for the next video. Like I said, if you guys really want a part 2 to this, I will make a part 2 going in depth with talk about more about my appointments, things about my pregnancy, whether it was high risk or not, things that, you know, I've actually going through the pregnancy, what I've been through. So this was just kind of like an intro, like kind of like just the facts. Like they're both supposed to be facts, but this is like the facts and the truth of the matter of the situation that I'm in right now. And the next one is probably going to be more about things that I'm currently going through and going to continue going through, if that makes sense. So yeah, there will be every week. Am I going to do every week? Every week I'm going to try to put up an update if something happens or if I find out something new. I'll put a picture of my ultrasound if I can on the screen. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys live in Beat, it'll be in the description. It's very light. Like I have a little bit of highlight, little concealer. I ain't put no contour on. I just put like concealer, a little bit of highlight, you know, Fit Me foundation, lip gloss. But yeah, like, so if you wanna get the tea on my makeup look, that's not really a makeup look, it'll be in the description down below. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, keep saying it. And, you know, wait for the next video. I don't know when the routine is gonna be, but I'll tell you guys in the next video. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.